Hi, I'm Nadia. I am a pelvic floor and lymphedema physical therapist, and today I'm answering the question, is it okay to come into a pelvic floor physical therapy exam if you're not ready for an actual pelvic floor assessment? And the answer is, of course, yes. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all of the great feedback and questions that you've been sending in. You are truly inspiring me to bring you the knowledge that you guys really want to learn. So let's explain today's question. Sometimes people are referred to pelvic floor physical therapy, and because what we do is not quite known, sometimes people are a bit hesitant. So there is one, the factor of not knowing what to expect. Also, sometimes you make an appointment, and at the time of the appointment, you may have started your period, or you might have some other reason why you're not able to actually do a actual pelvic floor assessment on that day. Please, if you have made an appointment, please come in, because 75% of what we do in pelvic floor therapy is really education. And generally, on my first evaluation, first meeting with a person, much of that time is spent in getting to know each other. I usually call it the first date. The client is getting to know me, I am getting to know them, and most of the time is spent on educating that person. We educate about the anatomy of the pelvic floor, the functions of the pelvic floor, the types of treatment that we provide for pelvic floor, and also to give the client a greater scope of care, because the pelvic floor is not treated in isolation. Again, it is so important to gain this knowledge, because so many times it's so amazing when people come in and we have just a conversation, and by the time they come back for the second visit, they have already felt changes. They've already felt improvement because of what they learned in that first session. So they were able to go home and make changes in their lifestyles, perhaps in their diet, perhaps in their stress management, because all of these things factor into pelvic floor function. Honestly, sometimes people come in for the first visit and unfortunately they never come back, because for some people this concept is still somewhat foreign and uncomfortable, and we understand that. And so for me, on the first visit, it's very important that I provide knowledge to you, and so that even if you don't come back for the physical treatment, you walk away with knowledge that can help you to possibly manage the condition as you are going through your everyday life. Since 2020, we have literally been living in a new virtual reality. I myself have been amazed at the excellent work that can be done with virtual pelvic floor therapy. So if you are in a location where you do not have access to an in-person pelvic floor therapist, there are many pelvic floor conditions that can be treated through virtual sessions. And trust me, we can work you just as hard when it comes time for strengthening exercises. I want to add an important note here. Although there are many sources of information on social media, this included, about pelvic floor health, it is extremely important that you speak with a professional who can tailor-make a plan specifically to your needs. Back to the main video. The initial eval is such an important thing, and also with this channel I am trying to provide some of that initial information so that you feel more comfortable and more knowledgeable about your body, trying to empower you to understand how your body works. And so there are lots of things, however, don't be intimidated by it, because again, our bodies are simple things. And once you have some knowledge of how it works and what you need to do to make it work correctly, you can make significant changes in your symptoms just from simple knowledge. So If you have an appointment to see a pelvic floor physical therapist and you are unsure of their process, give them a call. Ask them what the first visit is like. If you're uncomfortable with having a physical exam of the pelvic floor muscles, let them know that. And if they're still open to you coming in, like I said, there's so much knowledge that you can gain just from having a conversation. So if you found this information helpful today, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. For general questions or just curiosities, you can reach out to me at info@dtptwellness.com or message me on Facebook, Instagram, or leave a comment on YouTube. If you have a more personal question or would like to learn more about pelvic health services, click on the link below for a free consultation session so that we can have a more in-depth conversation. Until next time, love yourself, love others, and always bring kindness to the world. Bye-bye.